Well, alright, people, so I want to talk about the fact that Lesnar is still our WWE, well, not our, because I don't watch anymore, but your WWE champion. I know he lost the belt for a little bit there to Reigns, who isn't really any better. But yeah, Brock Lesnar, who's a part-timer. I mean, he hardly shows up. I mean, this is such a disgrace to the fans, to the company, and to what it means to be WWE champion. I know that kind of sounds a little dorky, what it means to be champion or whatever the fuck, but no, I mean, he's the head of the company. He's the face of the company. It's one thing if you're a part-timer and you're doing one feud here and there and everything like that, but if you're a champion, that's something that cannot be given to a part-timer, because that's something that needs to be there. He needs to be there every week. I mean, that's a prestigious honor to be champion. Not many people get that honor, and until the last few years, champions have always showed up every week on Raw. They've always defended the belt on the pay-per-views. I mean, there's a lot of shitty things about this company, but one of the great things was, hey, at least you got to see a championship match, and hey, the belt could change hands any time, any one of those pay-per-views. So I mean, you had that at least. But now that's not even a given. I mean, you're lucky if half the time now the belt's defended at these pay-per-view events. I mean, he just goes MIA for like 3 or 4 months. It's like, fuck you, fans. Your champion's not even going to be here for 3 or 4 months. We're not even going to talk about it. It's like the championship just disappeared. It's like, you almost forget about it. Like, you don't even know who's champion because he's gone for so long. You just forget about him. You get used to it. And that's one of the main reasons why I stopped watching this company, is because of shit like that. When he first came back, 6 or 7 years ago, it was so exciting. But ever since then, he's just been getting worse and worse and worse. And why is that? Well, I mean, for a few reasons. First, they keep doing the same shit with him. Suplex City. I mean, how fucking terrible is Suplex City? I mean, for the first match or two, it's like, that's kind of an alright thing there, Suplex City, whatever the fuck. But now he just comes out and does suplexes. So, I mean, when you have these part-timers, you expect when they come back for it to be like a really good match. Them to bring new shit to the table. I mean, they've been out for 4 months, so you figure once they come back, they have some good shit to give to you. But no, he just comes out and does German suplex after German suplex after German and he throws in a belly-to-belly suplex. Oh, my. Oh, and he gives an F5. Oh, wow, I've never seen that before. I mean, you could get somebody from the indies to come in and do that shit. I mean, you could pay some guy $20 to do that shit. But they're paying Brock Lesnar millions of dollars to do suplexes and then to sit at home for 3 fucking months before he comes back and does it again. Oh, and then he comes, he's always backstage. Oh, I'm not gonna come out there because I don't want to kick your ass, and then at the pay-per-view I'm not gonna have anybody to fight. I mean, how many fucking times are we gonna hear that line? Oh, and then he comes out and walks around the ring and leaves. Wow, again, he's been gone for a long ass time, and that's what we get. I mean, get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. And they wonder why their ratings are going down the shitter. It's because of shit like that. It's because of shit like Brock Lesnar. I mean, and it's not like he's only been champion for a couple months. He's been champion basically for the last 2 years almost. And who was champion before him? Goldberg. Oh wow, what a great run he had, huh? Yeah, his return was real great. But that's the mantra of WWE now. We're just relying on part-timers, relying on people 20 years past their prime because they can't create any new stars. I mean, name one big name they've created in the last 5 years. I mean, Roman Reigns, but he fucking sucks. Nobody else. I mean, they have mid-carders and shit, but that's about it. So they bring back all these people like Shawn Michaels who are washed up because they can't create any new stars. And I mean, if you still watch WWE, like at one end of the spectrum, I admire you, because to put yourself through that torture, I mean, it's basically worse than waterboarding. I mean, it's got to be terrible. Hours upon hours of it's not only boredom. Like you go to class or whatever, you're at work, it's boring. That's one thing. But this is shitty. So you're really subjecting yourself to not only something that's just boring, but it's shitty as well. And I mean, if you really get satisfaction out of this product, I mean, you might want to get your head checked. I mean, it's like those guys, you know, who marry 500-pound women or 400-pound obese women, and you know, they love having sex with them, and they, you know, just love them, you know, and think they're attractive. It's like, no, guys, you could settle for better than this. Same thing with WWE. You could stop watching and settle for better than this crappy product. So there you go, people. That's all I got to say about that. But, you know, when I found out that Brock Lesnar is still WWE champion, it's like, what the fuck are they doing with this company? And I wouldn't be surprised if he stays champion until WrestleMania. I mean, 2 years. That's a long-ass time. I mean, that's like 2%. That's over like 2% of pretty much everybody's lives. Brock Lesnar has been WWE champion. I mean, this company is in such the shitter, it's ridiculous. And I'm so happy that I don't watch anymore, because it's truly an addiction. It's a bad addiction. Anything like, you know, just like cigarettes or eating sugary foods or something like that. I mean, it just puts so much stress on your life, and I'm very glad that I'm not watching this anymore. So there you go, people.